Hello, my name is Dr. Robert John Lincoln Jr., PhD from Harvard, Oxford, and Yale. These are my grad assistants, Raina and Megan. So I'm going to let my grad assistant Raina start it off by telling you what we did.
The study we chose to simulate was Contrast Effects and Judgments of Physical Attractiveness When Beauty Becomes a Social Problem by Kenrick and Gutierrez.
Overall, the researchers conducted 3 studies. The first study took place in a dormitory setting.
The purpose of this study, as well as all the other studies, is to measure the effect of attractive stimuli on the perceptions of average stimuli. In the first study, there were 81 male undergrad students as participants. They were divided into 4 groups, 3 controls and 1 experimental. The independent variable was the time and whether or not the participants watched Charlie's Angels, and the dependent variable was the rating of average stimuli. The men who rated the average picture during watching Charlie's Angels rated it significantly less attractive than all the other control groups.
Thank you, Raina. Now for our second study, we have my great grad assistant, Megan, right there, to discuss it.
Thank you, Professor. Study 2 is similar to Study 1 in that they use the media image as the independent variable, except this time it is a picture instead of a video. Overall, results indicated that participants who viewed the attractive stimuli before viewing the average stimuli found the average stimuli significantly less attractive than the control group did.
Thank you, Megan. All right, so for study 3, this one was a doozy. They got a little adventurous here. They decided to use female participants as well as males. The dependent variable in this was the same. They had to perceive the attractiveness of an average stimuli. As for the independent variables, this time, instead of just the attractive stimuli, we also had confederates who would throw in little comments about, oh, she's hot, or she's not. To make this more simple to understand, we will use a visual representation. Amazing. Okay, as you can see by our great graph, we have 4 groups. For half of it, we have the attractive stimuli. For the other half, we have the unattractive stimuli. Also for half of it, we had no Confederate comments and Confederate comments. So overall, as you can see, it was pretty complicated. But the results indicate that, yet again, attractive stimuli does force people to perceive average stimuli as less attractive, and vice versa. For this study, they also used unattractive stimuli, which, when used, the participants perceived average stimuli as more attractive, which is to be expected. Also, overall, the participants were not influenced by the Confederates' comments, as the article thought they would be. They
didn't give a
So overall, in all 3 studies, what we found was that the stimuli directly before the average stimuli, whether or not it was hot or not, played a big role. So in order to replicate the study, this is what we did. We're looking for participants to replicate the study. Who better than my 2 grad assistants brothers? So overall, the study we picked to replicate was the second study. In the second study, if you remember correctly, they were shown a picture of an average stimuli after an attractive stimuli. In order to make a control picture or a control rating, what we did is we first showed the participants a picture of an average stimuli. In this case, it was the world famous Dina from Jersey Shore.
Not bad.
I'd hit it.
She-eyed.
Well, for this one, seeing as this study was made in the late 70s and Charlie's Angels and Farrah Fawcett are kind of outdated, for attractive stimuli, we used the one and only Megan Fox.
I've seen better.
She is fun.
And then, for our second average stimuli, we used also the world famous from Jersey Shore, Snooki, who is average when there's no attractive stimuli present before.
Grenade!
Three for the three-way. She could still get it.
No way in hell?
The results are staggering. Basically what happened is everybody rated Dina average, which we came to expect. Everybody rated Megan Fox as hot, which we came to expect. But then when Snooki came up, funny thing happened. They rated her low. And not just low, they rated her real low. And that
Got Gene in here. Mottville, represent.
How do you zoom out?
I don't know, that's probably a problem by Henrik, that's not his name. Perceptions of attractives.
Average stimuli. Average stimuli. Megan, take it away. B-roll.
Look at the superstar on the phone. We're in the middle of shooting right now.
It's for the credits.
Thank you, Professor. And that's good.
Then the attractive.
No.
No.
And the ones.
I mean, she could still get it.
What up? Now.
You ain't.
Also, the participants in. I'm about to draw this. We have to take a video of me drawing a fucking thing. Should I be pointing at it? Blah blah blah. What? Cool.